YouTube, what's going on, you guys? It's Ro. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing y'all some unnecessary and necessary barber essentials. I'm gonna show y'all prices. I'm gonna show y'all from 1 to 5 the necessity and unnecessary. Some things aren't very necessary. Some things are very necessary. Before we get into this video, if you want to follow my TikTok, I already made this video kind of in a shorter version where it's slide. So if you want to go check that out too, go ahead. I'm gonna be showing you the prices up in this corner and the necessity stars up in this corner. But nevertheless, let's jump into this video with item number one. Item number one is going to be clippers. Clippers are obviously the main thing you're gonna need to cut hair. I normally have two. This one was 200, but I bought it off for 150 off of Facebook Marketplace or something like that. I don't know the price exactly. But this is for guidelines, and this is to fade. This one was like 100 off of Amazon. So make sure you have two clippers ready to use just for anything. I'd say the stars, obviously a 5 out of 5. I feel like that's obviously what you need to cut. So item number two. Item number two is definitely going to be trimmers. I feel like trimmers go along with clippers. I feel like they're like a little brother to a clipper. I feel like having good high quality trimmers makes the job so much easier and faster. I feel like having two, I have two, but I only use the sabers. I recommend the sabers for any barber from beginner, amateur to OG. I feel like the sabers have everything you need, from designs to guidelines to bulk removal to lineups to everything. This does the job. The Cocos, not so much. If you're gonna get Cocos, get the Hyper Veloz. Don't get the regular ones like I did. Waste of $200 off of Amazon. But from 1 to 5 stars, I give this a number 5. Once again, a very much needed necessity. Item number 3, shavers. I have two. Once again, for multiple reasons. Sometimes the full shavers break or whatever, so you want to have another one just in case. I have this, my main one. This is the FX3 foil shaver. If it's fully charged, it's gonna eat, but if it's not, then obviously you can tell. But I really don't charge these. They last. This spare, specifically these spares, last me a couple months before I even have to charge them again. But I recommend them, having them at 100 makes the job so much easier. I have nothing more to say, but just get two of them, one for the ear, and this for fades and everything. So this could also be used as detail work. So have two trimmers just in case of anything, once again. But I give this another 5 stars out of 5. Next item on the list, guards. I have these Gamma Plus magnetic from 0.5 to 6, and then these two are just basic ones that come with Walmart clippers. I do gotta buy a new 7 and 8, but I do recommend having magnetic guards, mainly because when you're cutting people back to back to back to back to back, sometimes you don't want to just grab your guard and put them in. Sometimes you want to make them stick like they're intended to. And obviously, I feel like magnetic guards are better with the clipper, just because you don't have a chance of the guard coming off like the barberless ones. So just to be safe, go ahead and get yourself some magnetic guards, but also these 10 or 20 guards. I feel like some people don't know what to get from the top. They don't know how long 2 inches is, so they just throw a little guard in. But most people try to get a big guard even though they don't have enough hair. So that's the only annoying thing. You gotta kind of let them know, like, hey, like, your hair doesn't really cut or whatever. But yeah, these were like 20 bucks. From 1 to 5 on these, I give it 3 stars. I feel like most of the time you can do scissor work, so I feel like 3 is a good amount of stars. But back to the magnetic guards, I give these a 5 out of 5. I feel like every barber should have a pair of magnetic guards on their station, just because it's so much practical. I feel like it makes the job easier. So I give these a 5 out of 5, and these were only like 30 bucks. off of Amazon. Pricey but worth it. It pays, your customers are gonna pay it off. So just invest in your business. Next items or item, cool care. I have 3 in stock all the time. I try to keep 3 in stock. I need to go buy another one because I'm running out of one. But this one is for emergency purposes, just because sometimes you run out and you haven't ordered or went to buy some. I buy mine at Walmart. So for like $5, 6 I think with tax, you can get some. This is like 11 off of Amazon, I'm pretty sure. But keep this, a big one in stock, and then one on personal use and another one for backup. I feel like a lot of barbers don't do that, so just keep a lot of cool care or whatever you got to disinfect your clippers. I feel like it should be a 5 out of 5 out the rip. Go buy 3, 4, 5. Keep in stock just so you know you don't really gotta worry about it. But that's my I don't even know what item we're on. My next item on the list is combs. I feel like every barber should have a variety of combs, but this was like a fading comb from Babyliss. It was like $2, $3 with tax off of Amazon. These were like $5 together. These are like, I don't even know if they're like stainless steel. I'm pretty sure they would be, but I recommend these over any type of comb. They won't break. They can bend, but they won't break on you like other combs. Uh, I see myself using these a lot. Like basically every cut with scissor work. You can use this to separate longer hair, and then you can section it with this section, and just another comb just in case of anything. But these combs, I feel like I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars, just because I feel like obviously you don't have to, but it just adds to it. So I give it a 4 out of 5, maybe 4.5. I feel like sometimes you don't even need the combs. You can just use a brush. My next items on the list are barber side and the jar. You can get the longer one or this smaller one. I'm gonna buy the longer one for my combs. I'm gonna do that. Get the jug. Don't buy the little cheap $8, $10 ones. I feel like that is, you're spending more money for something you can buy with 3 of those. So invest into barber side. Obviously, you're gonna need one. You need to change it in your jar every week, at least once a week, twice a week if you want to. Do that. I feel like it's a 5 out of 5. I think this jug is like $30, like I previously said. Uh, Buy it, invest it. You need it, so keep in mind of that. Next item on the list is shears, thinning shears and shears. They're not called scissors; they're called shears. Invest into good shears because you don't want them cheap $10 ones that ain't gonna cut nothing. You're gonna have to keep cutting the hair in the same place over 10 times. So don't do that. Invest into good ones. Luckily, my cousin had bought these, so shout out to him for passing them over to me. But invest into good ones. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more. So other ones, I think these were 50, came together. I give these like a 5 out of 5 stars again. Once again, my next item on the list, neck strips. I have like 10 of them in my shelf. I feel like these are very useful. I feel like you need them. Obviously, some barbers when they begin or just clients, they think it's not to get hairs in there. That could be as a purpose, but I feel like every barber and every client should know that these are so your neck doesn't touch the cape, so your bacteria doesn't transfer to another client, so back and forth. So I feel like you should know that. 5 out of 5 again. You can't have your clients be touching your cape, and it's okay if you do. Just go ahead and wash your cape. But neck strips are 5 out of 5, and I'm pretty sure they're like $10 for a pack of 5. So I mean, they're gonna last you a long time if you don't cut like that. But if you cut like that, you got it. Buy yourself another 2-pack, another 2 5-pack. So very useful. Another item in my list, water bottle, spray bottle. I don't have those mist ones because I was too lazy to go buy one, and I just rather spend $1 at Walmart to go buy this one. It sprays a lot, so Be mindful if you want a mist or just a good spray bottle. I see myself using this like a lot. Only $1. You can't go wrong. Go to Walmart. 5 out of 5. You gotta have water in your station. But yeah, 5 out of 5. Another items on my list are powder. I'll put the actual name above my head. Um, Powder and a soft brush. I use this after the cut just so it doesn't get irritated. And I use this before I shave, when I dry shave. It was only like $5. Lasted a long time. This was like another $3, something like that. I don't know the specific link to this, but gotta get a soft brush to just put the powder. I give this like a 3 out of 5 stars. I feel like you don't have to use this, but I feel like every barber should have this in their station, just because I feel like every barber should have one. So 3 out of 5. Another item on my list, once again, this is not just barber side. This is where I keep all my used blades. Normally you should have the little red one, but I have this just because I had already had the barber side and I didn't want to. I needed somewhere to put the blades. I just don't know what to do with these. So if anybody knows, comment down below. I think it'll be 4 out of 5 stars or 5 out of 5 stars, just because you don't want to just put your blades in the trash can and someone in the future just gets cut, and you don't want to do that. So I think 5 out of 5. Next item on the list, brushes. I have this soft but hard brush just to get hairs off the client. I have multiple packs of these little brushes. I heard that you can clean them, but I'm too lazy to do that, and the customers basically pay for all your needs. So might as well just go buy yourself a 10 pack or a 50 pack of these little brushes, because you do run through them. And then I have this harder brush that I bought at like Dollar Tree for, I don't even know, like $2-3. This is to clean my area and my barber chair. I know that my barber chair is like plated of gold and it can scratch it, but I don't really care. It's gonna get scratched up eventually. So this is why I use this hard brush to get rid of hairs. Brushes, obviously a 5 out of 5. You gotta be clean, you gotta be neat. 5 out of 5 for real. The next item on the list is aftershave. I cannot express how many clients, I feel like every client that I've cut since the beginning, I've been using this, loves this aftershave cologne. Obviously, you don't want your clients to have bumps and everything, so please be mindful. But everybody loves the smell. It smells good, So I recommend the rose. People call it pink. I recommend the rose. Buy aftershave rose. I think it's a 5 out of 5. You want your client to walk out smelling good, you feel me? So I recommend this. Only like $13, so why not get it? Next item on the list, shaving gel. I feel like everybody should have shaving gel. You don't want to nick your clients. I be nicking them sometimes, but get transparent one with the pump. Do not buy the green one. That one is so trash. That Tune 45 one, don't get that one. Get this one. Level 3 transparent shaving gel. This one is so much better. It smells better. It feels better. And it's just 10 times better than that one. So get the shaving gel from Level 3. It's only like $13. 5 out of 5. Go ahead and spend the money on this. It's worth it, I promise you. Next item on my list is a razor holder, razor blade holder. I feel like every barber should have one, just because obviously when you do designs, lineups, edge ups, whatever you want to call it, you want to leave your clients looking sharp. So you might as well just go buy one. This one specifically was like $7 in Amazon. I think 8 with tax. I wanted to go plated just because I was getting bored of that black color. So try to find one in your style. I went with gold and it matches my chair, so might as well just have color coordinated things. I think it's a 5 out of 5. Like, you don't need it, but it's a necessity. Another item in my list, paper towels, but not specifically just the white ones. I feel like you should have these shop ones, just because with the white ones. You can use the white ones, there's nothing wrong with it. I specifically like these. It adds something to my station. They're a bit thicker than regular ones, so why not get these? I say it's a 2 out of 5. You really don't need these, but I get them every time. I have like 2 of them for a backup. Yeah, 2 out of 5. Another item in my list are blades, razor blades. Not just any razor blades, dark oak blades. I tried different type of blades. These are the best. They're like $10 for 100 blades. I can I normally buy 2. I've been buying them since I found out about these. But they're 5 out of 5. They're super sharp, so be careful because you will nick your clients if you don't know how to use razor blades the proper way. So yeah, I give these 5 out of 5 stars. Nothing else to say about them. Another item or items on my list are hair products. Have a variation. I'm barely starting mine, but they're very useful. I feel like every barber should have different ones just for different types of hairstyles. I have styling powder. I have sea salt spray, curl cream, and hairspray. Next item on my list is Lysol, any disinfecting spray. 5 stars out of 5. I feel like every time you cut, at the end of the day, you want to spray down your barber chair with Lysol. You don't want germs on your chair after a whole day of cutting, or you can do this after every haircut. Like back to back to back. Lysol, obviously, 5 out of 5. Next item on my list: hair accessories, utilities, whatever you want to call them. Very different variations. Obviously, the alligator clips. I almost use these all the time whenever I cut hair with shear work. They're very strong. Damn, I don't know if y'all heard that, but I recommend these. These were like a pack of 4. They were a pack of 4 for like $6. Recommend these a lot. Pro tip: when you're doing shear work, put them on your sleeve. Hair grips, whip to your hair. I don't really use myself finding these, so these like 2 stars out of 5. And then the enhancement card from Tune 45. I have made myself one. I feel like that one was better, but you can buy yourself one for like 5 bucks. Back to what I was saying. I feel like you can buy this. My bad, I'm just shocked for that, but I feel like these are 5 out of 5, 2 out of 5, and 4 out of 5. I feel like you should always have some for your hair. Item on my list are gloves. Obviously, you want to keep your hands neat and clean. You don't want to have hairs all over them when you shake someone's hand or when you're about to go eat. Gloves. I know there's some stigma, I guess you would say, behind having black gloves. Your barber's gonna charge 50 plus, but that ain't it. I've invested my money in these since I first started because I don't like hair on my hands. I don't like it. So 5 out of 5 for me. It could be a 3 out of 5 for anybody else, but invest your money in gloves. Worth it. Another essential item that you need is a barber cape. How you gonna cut hair and have your clients looking all messy wessy? So cape. I bought this one off of a barber in my town for like 10 buccaritos. I'm gonna go buy a custom made one with my logo. So if you haven't already got a cape, go buy one. 5 out of 5. You can't have your clients looking messy. Next item on my list is a blow dryer. I want to have the Dyson, but I'm not spending $400. So I went to Walmart and buy myself like a $30 one. 5 out of 5. I wish I had a Dyson, but yeah, you should go buy yourself a hair blow dryer. Very useful. What are you gonna do when you're waiting to dry your hair? You're obviously going to dry your hair. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Recommend it. Nothing else to say. Another item on my list, a sign. I feel like you should get a sign just because you don't gotta remind people how much the cuts are. Mine are 15. You can put more things about this sign specifically on King Dollar for like 10 bucks, but you can add your own text or whatnot. 5 out of 5. I have it right in front of the mirror, so when they see it, they know the prices. But they still ask me how much is it. But nevertheless, 5 out of 5. Moving on. Next on my list is a lint roller. I feel like every barber should have a lint roller, mainly, especially when clients come with a white shirt. I tell my clients don't come with the white shirt, but they come with the white shirt. But it's okay though, because they still show up. But lint rollers, 5 out of 5. I bought these at IKEA for like $1 each. 5 out of 5. There's nothing else I can say. Next thing on my list is a rag or a towel cloth. You want to have these when you dry your guards. That's all I use it for, just drying guards. 5 out of 5. It's like $2 anywhere else. Go buy one. Another item on my list, a mirror. I just showed y'all what my setup looks like, but yes, I don't have a tripod. But yes, go buy a mirror. 5 out of 5. Show your clients your cuts. All I can say. Next item on the list is a booster seat. Go buy one for the kids who you're gonna cut. I don't know what this is for, but I'm gonna find out soon. 30 bucks, 5 out of 5. What can I say? Next item on the list, snacks. Sell snacks, sell waters. I sell waters because my clients don't finish and they just leave them here. So sell waters for $1. I have chips, gum. Gum is free, Tic Tac is free. I have Rice Krispies. But sell snacks, make a little bit more bread. Next on my list is a barber chair. Mine was a bit pricey on Amazon, but go ahead and buy yourself a good chair. Don't cheap out. Go buy yourself a $700 chair. Make your clients feel special. Make them remind why they need to come to you, because they won't have the luxury of sitting in a good chair. I have one that reclines back with the headrest. It's gold plated. I'll show you a video. I'll put a clip in. But yeah, 5 out of 5. Nothing else to say. Another item on my list are ring lights. Go buy yourself some ring lights, man, or any type of light, but just don't be cutting with no stock light from the ceiling. Don't do that. Do anything except that. Go buy yourself some lights. I have 2 of them. One of them was 50, one of them was 70. Buy lights. Another item in my list is decoration. You want to decorate your barbershop or your station where it looks like you have character. You know, you don't just cut hair and not have any creativity. You want your clients to feel like they're at home and just make it look nice. Yeah, guys, it's been bro, and that's kind of been all my essentials. Unnecessary, necessary. 1 out of 5 star type of thing with prices. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you want to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe, comment, and like. Just give me any ideas you want to see with barbering. I'm gonna have some more videos coming up. I know I took a little break, but we're back on this grind. I'm gonna be coming out with new videos, new everything. It's been Ro, and I'm out.